Hello. Yeah, I might have to make a couple parts of this because this is very disturbing stuff. So, because they sealed her womb in an inappropriate medical setting with glue and the glue could trap the bacteria deep inside the womb. If it wasn't closed properly with proper irrigation, which means cleaning, okay, it was in an environment that was like not really meant for you to be doing that in. It could create internal abscesses. But what I want to point out is the suture spitting. They say after a month, her suture should not be spitting up like that, and she shouldn't have antennas going up to the ceiling. Okay, they say the antenna stitches you describe are a strong sign that infection or a foreign body reaction is building pressure underneath the glue, trying to push the contents out. Standard timeline: most surgical site infections appear within 3 to 7 days, but trapping bacteria under glue could sometimes lead to a boil over effect where symptoms seem to appear suddenly once the pressure becomes too great. Okay, it says, okay, let me go down to the, because I explained like how her wound looked at light pink, right? And crusty. Like I seen Royalty show that it was light pink and crusty. They said in a black child, pale pink or white crusty skin around a wound after 1 month is a serious sign of tissue distress or chronic infection. On dark skin tones, infection or poor healing often doesn't look bright red. It looks like a change in texture or loss of normal pigment. What does these color mean on darker skin? Pale pink skin that usually indicates hyperpigmentation. The skin is so inflamed or damaged that it has lost its natural melanin. It can also be granulation tissue that is trying to grow but is being irritated by the antenna sutures. Crusty white areas. This is often macerated skin that has been too wet from trapped pus drainage or buildup of dry discharge. It can also indicate a fungal or bacterial biofilm that has formed over the non-medical glue texture. If the skin looks shiny, tight, or scaly around the peak areas, it means the deeper layers are under significant stress. The risk of subclinical infection. Because it has been a month, the infection may not be screaming with a high fever, but is likely smoldering underneath. Rejection. The antennas prove the body is in a state of constant rejection. Deep seating. Bacteria can travel along those antenna sutures like a straw going deep into the forehead where you can't see it. Permanent scarring on black skin, chronic inflammation like this significantly increases the risk of keloids, thick gray scar, or permanent dark spot. Hyperpigmentation once infection finally clears. Okay, why she needs a doctor now? A forehead wound that is spinning after 30 days is no longer a simple cut. It is now a foreign body complication. Removal. A professional needs to numb the area and thoroughly remove the antennas. Testing. They may need to swab the crusty white area to see if it's a staph infection or something else. Antibiotics. She likely needs internal medicine, pills, or liquid to kill the bacteria trapped deep inside to help you get to the right care. And then they trying to ask, like, is it a pediatric emergency room, children's hospital near you? Like, if I'm asking for myself. So this is something that her parents would need to do, but because her parents are trying to kill her on purpose, because you take your child to a rehab facility to get care with all them dialysis machines in the hallway like that, you was trying to forego her getting appropriate care, and y'all might have even done this shit on purpose because they saying any medical professional worth anything would not have used glue and then regular sutures over an injury like that in the forehead area, because the forehead is a lot of blood flow there, so that would just make a high increase for infection. It was like it was done on purpose. So this is diabolical. And like, how do you hide something in plain sight? Like, everybody involved needs to be in jail, man. From the people at that clinic, rehab facility, to the parents. They are trying to kill this girl slowly. They have no intentions of giving her proper medical care, because if they was going to do that, they would have did it when the injury happened, and the injury wouldn't have happened in the first place. Clearly, that girl was shot in the head with a BB gun or an air gun, or punctured with a circular object in the head area. And then what's even more diabolical, instead of giving her some proper help, they took her somewhere that didn't clearly know what they was doing, or they did it on purpose. They said any medical professional would not have done that, treating a head injury like that. They had to been purposely being negligent. Like I can't even like formulate all the thoughts around this situation. It's just absolutely insane and diabolical that these people are trying to kill this child off for whatever reason. It's not a good reason why you would want to kill and harm your child like this, but this is some sick mess, and they deserve to be under the jail. Everybody involved.